Welcome to Anti-Chance and Tarot. Hello, Aries. Welcome in. I love my Aries, as you know. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. Let's get into this message. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, but take what does and leave the rest. Aries, what do you need to hear today? I was meditating, and the energy I got for you was, oh, interesting, very magician in nature. It came out sideways, but magician in nature for sure. Very colorful, very abundant, but there's like a catch. It's like you're questioning your motives, or what are your motives, or you're testing somebody's boundaries, or you're testing your own. There's some sort of test, and maybe even some gameplay that you're involved in, kind of enjoying. Could be literal game. Maybe you're doing some sort of sport you're really enjoying. But if we're talking games that maybe, you're playing with somebody or somebody's playing with you, you're kind of questioning, like, what is the motivation here? The motivation, the manifestation here is that question. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Are you going to block this? Are you going to stop doing this? Or is this going to be some sort of great lesson that maybe you don't see now? The Hierophant? Traditions. Yeah. You're tired of traditions. That's interesting. That message has come across a couple of times today in reads. Something about the tradition that you're just not fond of. You're more of a free spirit. Do not trap me in. Rainbow, like bright colors, and I feel like that's how you are in your thinking too. Very bright, very intelligent, and also very playful energy, very playful decision making. The Page of Pentacles is out here. Six of Cups. Somebody's trying to interfere with that color, that playfulness. Cling on to it, something like that. Control it, cling to it. There's good news from the past. There's good news reminiscing about something in the past. Here. I feel like that's actually a side note. Messages for our Aries. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Oh, you were clear about things in the past when you were younger. I was a different person. I was very clear in the past. You're reminiscing about that, your experience with people, your experience with mentors and what they meant to you and what they gave you versus now. Now it's kind of like, it could be even a bored energy, like you're really sharp. And so things are just boring sometimes. So you just play games because you want people to up their game, or it's just too easy. You can't resist, or, somebody else is playing games with you. And you're like, no. I was engaging in this. It was entertaining, but now no more. You're blocking it. This is also something about, I hold the key. I know where I want to be spiritually. I don't want to, or where I want to be in life. I want to be free and like this just very kind of hippie energy. And I'm not about traditions. Ace of Swords is out here. But I do feel the need to say, what are your motives? So you're asking yourself, what are your motives about something? And you're trying to get down to the nitty-gritty here. What are my motives? I want to return to how I used to be when I was younger, at the core, something like that. More, like believing or something was easier. Two of Wands. I think it comes out sideways for the most part. What's easy? What's difficult? What's challenging? Do you stay where it's easy just because it's easy? Or do you challenge yourself? I think you regularly challenge yourself, but where's the next challenge? There's some sort of delusion there. You're very charming. Things come easy to you. So there is a hint of, pushing people's buttons or something just for entertainment purposes. Testing their boundaries. Maybe testing the boundaries of those who are very set in their ways and testing their traditions and, asking them to reevaluate, rethink, or think about it a little bit more. But then you say to yourself, but in doing this, do I come across as somebody who isn't, like I used to be, true blue? And would my mentors like who I've become now? Do I like who I've become now? Because you definitely have the magician capabilities in spades. But what are you doing with that? Are you doing something good with it? Or are you just kind of messing around because you're bored? And if you are doing the latter, I think it's just like something short-lived. It's not really your character, but you can't, I can't resist. It's just too tempting or something like that. Okay, so 2 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles out here. You're messing around with somebody saying, this could be my soulmate, or do I want to be independent? Or do I want to find a soulmate, or do I want to be independent? Back and forth with that. What are my motivations here? What are the boundaries that I want to break here? More information on this spirit. What's this energy? Okay. Queen of Cups, Tower. It's somebody who's very nurturing and caring, and they're a great match. And they're a great match for you. And you know this. So it's kind of providing you a tower moment because you're normally someone in control and you're not in control here. And also, you're saying to yourself, this is just going to ruin my whole independent nature, life. And you feel like it's going to take away from you. I don't see it taking away, but that's how you feel. And so you're trying to be very strategic about this and testing yourself. And do you cut this out? You're thinking about it, giving it a lot of thought. Or is this the strategy? Is this the way? Will I think 20 years from now, I'm still alone? Will I still be happy independently? This person will have moved on, potentially with somebody else. You're asking yourself a lot of different questions, trying to work out the strategy here. King of Cups. Okay. Well, it is a divine match. It is the match for you. But again, you already know this. Or this could be you simply saying, do I go after this now? Do I make this important? What are your motivations? What are the games that you're playing here? The boundaries that you're testing. It's fairy energy. Bright, beautiful, precocious fairy energy. I'd really love for that magician to be upright. The advice is that this is your person, and this is a time for you to move in that direction, that you can have both. You don't see it that way, that you can be independently successful, just as this person would be too, and you can come together as a divine match. A very emotional couple here. You've had some bad experiences, King of Pentacles on the side, with love potentially. And there's just something about it you just don't trust. But also, you believe in the reminiscent of you and your mentors and what they knew you were capable of and what you believed you were capable of then too. And that was having a very bountiful relationship with someone. I am getting that you are Nine of Swords, that you are overthinking this too much. So it's almost like if you're playing games with somebody here, you're almost doing it to the point where you're starting to play games with yourself. Okay? Just try and relax a little bit on this. Or if you're setting boundaries when this person is your match, then you're actually, again, playing games with yourself. You're setting boundaries for yourself. So you may not see that connection, that what you think you're doing to somebody, you are, but you're also doing it to yourself. You want to definitely go back into this past you energy. Like I said, something about mentors here that saw the best in you. You saw the best in you. You want to go back to that style. I do see that this Queen of Cups coming into your life will bring about a similar, if not same, style for you. But the charming King of Wands isn't sure. You know, there is definitely a pull to, I want to be independent and I don't want to answer to anybody and I want to do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. Very colorful. Four of Pentacles is here. And you still hang on to that too. Even though there's a partner that's just absolutely fantastic for you that's right in front of you. King of Swords. Be careful of hanging on to an energy of you know it all. Especially if you're playing games with somebody. Like, you're just so intelligent that you could get into some sort of mode where you're playing games and holding the strings. And before you know it, the string is somehow attached to you. And you're being puppeted. Okay, so the Chariot comes in here as well. This is a lot of strong will you have for feeling like you have a lot of the answers. And Spirit is saying in these cards in the energy here, yes, you are very intelligent. Yes, you are very gifted. Yes, you have a lot going for you. And yes, we are very proud of all you've done. But don't let it go too far. Don't let it go too far where you don't know your own motivations. And the Two of Swords in the reverse. See this more clearly. This clarity, this energy from the past, what you're reminiscing about self. This is where you want to be. So maybe it's taking a step with somebody from the past. Maybe they've entered into your life. Maybe it's an opportunity to resume that type of lifestyle. There's something about going back to that. It's a new journey, though, with an old type of style. But not old in a bad way, old in a getting back to the core of you, you know, an authentic you. There's a lot of celebration that can take place here as you connect with this partner. Four of Wands. A lot of connecting with this partner versus a lot of, on the other deck, the other deck we used, bottom of the deck, the King of Wands energy. Okay? Now he's very flamboyant and out there and gregarious and charming and vavoom. And yeah, when he shines or she shines their light on you, you know, you just light up. But that light moves. That light is interested in other people, other situations. You know, I feel like it's not a very grounded energy, but it certainly is a fun energy. And it is a leader. It is a leader, but it's maybe not somebody who settles down and is interested in the tradition. So yeah, you've got some thinking to do, because I feel like this older you was more born of tradition with your mentors and whatnot, what you feel might be more of your authentic self. But also you have rebelled against that too, that situation and that older you. So what is the key here? And I have to be thinking it through, which I do. I do see you are thinking it through. Which path more enlightens you? Ten of Pentacles is out here now. And there's something about the key here, and the key is family. Five of Pentacles, it comes out sideways. Asking for help, being in lack. You're worried about being in lack. You can turn the house upside down. It can turn the family upside down. If you follow the money. If you just follow the money, there's tears. That's something about the key here. Don't break the foundation. Learn, grow, get in situations where you're learning and you're growing. That's where the prosperity is, and the Two of Cups is back. You get it back. You get it twice. As I'm saying, be in a position of learning and growing. That's where the prosperity is. You get the Two of Cups again. And I think you will learn and grow with a soulmate connection, because it's something new to you, or it's why you're reminiscing about this authentic self from the past with your mentors, because that's the kind of love you experienced then. And that's the kind of love you want to go back to. It's definitely a love over material and a love over games message, and a love over testing people. Go at it with love. Work that shadow side, maybe. The monster within, Watch to contain the monster. Something there. Six of Wands in the reverse. Make the monster a part of you, a friend of yours, not an enemy, something like that. Because the enemy monster side will not be victorious. Yeah, that's what it is. Contain that monster so the monster is not victorious. There's something within you that's a little bit dark. But I see it more as like, like a play game type thing, a mischievous dark, okay? Like I'm bored darkness. When bored, I resort to like this mischievous darkness, okay? Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Get grounded, invest in self. Get grounded. And again, I see that don't follow the money. Like whatever's presenting itself, and maybe this is you as part of the games, like you're someone who has more than you have. Get rid of that. It's go back to that authentic mentor, younger energy you had. It's a grounded energy, and you were much more self-confident then, or this is somebody you're dealing with. Again, like the third confirmation or note here of not following the money. Don't make the money so important over everything else. Get grounded. Rebuild piece by piece yourself if you need to. Or rebuild. Cover that monster piece by piece. Ask yourself why the monster's even there. If it's just boredom, is somebody else in your family like this? It feels like a monkey on your back type of energy. You're too smart for that. You don't need games. You know that. Self-confidence is the key. Moving in a space of love is the key. Being a leader is the key. A teacher. Teach others how to be, this incredible, intelligent person that you are. Teach others what you've learned instead of turning it into a game of being better or something like that. Ace of Wands is here. What inspires you? Oh, this is also wait for the information. Don't rush into things. It's okay to wait for the information that's maybe coming from your spirit team. It's okay to wait for the answers that aren't coming just yet. Wait for the correct way of doing something. Wait for the information where yes, I go here. The star. You've always been a star. Wishes. I'm also getting on this. There are hopes and wishes that you don't discuss with anybody, and they go against what you show everybody from a day-to-day perspective. So people would be very shocked what your wishes actually are, because you talk so adamantly about in the reverse of what you actually want. And that could be more testing boundaries, your own, and more gameplay. But in order to go after your wishes, you have to go all in. Go all in. And that doesn't mean you have to tell everybody what they are. But it's an energy of not going in the opposite direction with your thought pattern or what you verbalize, because you're not even realizing this is part of the game becomes you. You're not even realizing that what you're saying to others is actually becoming your reality, even though it's not where you want to go. Because you're embracing that energy, you're talking about it, you're bringing it towards you. So you're actually game playing yourself and moving in a direction that's not where you actually want to go when it comes to those wishes, life's wishes and dreams. And that's the fairy energy too, like knowing your whys and your motivations, and the gameplay is, something that they kind of like, and the mischievousness. But I see this as more of a message of recognizing that within self, and then healing that if necessary when you go to the core of that and what's causing that, or why that's been this monkey on your back for a while, I think, or what motivates you to do that, or to be scared to not be this authentic self you once were, more authentic, or it was a younger self. So I think, life happens to us, and then we don't have the young vibrancy or belief in a lot of things, but it's important to keep that. And I think there's an element of being sharp and not being taken in, and also keeping that element of belief too, that youthful belief. Star! Okay, your wishes, something there that you're not acknowledging, not being authentic about your wishes here. And the cat. Independence. Good looking and charming like our King of Wands, and being independent, that King of Wands energy. But I don't see these go hand in hand. I see that King of Wands energy has served you well and will continue to, but it also gets in the way of your real true wishes and desires. And it doesn't have to be an either or, and that's the way you look at it. It doesn't have to be an either or. You can embrace both. And that's what the cards are saying too. You can embrace both. That is your message, Aries. I hope you like this message. I hope you like this channel. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. Until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.